Why are there two of her?
I am a shadow.
The true self.
It's Miss President Shadow!
I'm taking the real one with me. I'll never let you catch me!
Labrys, that will give me a glare of pure malice before carrying off the original and fleeing the scene. I almost chased after her without thinking, but I stopped myself and reconsidered. That second Labrys, who was that? Everything I thought I knew has been overturned by this turn of
What
events.
is she? You seem to know.
First tell me something. Why was she in so much pain? What's all this about Labrys and weapons?
I'm sorry, but that's classified. It's not for civilian ears.
Then I won't tell you anything about her. If you want to know what I know, you have to tell me what you know first.
That may have sounded too much like I don't care if she's in pain. It would be unreasonable to demand that she tell me everything she knows without offering something in return. And she's already seen Labrys' two forms, so I give a small sigh.
I suppose you're involved now. All right, her official name is 5th Generation Anti-Shadow Suppression Weapon, codenamed Labrys. She is an android weapon created by the Kirijo group years ago. In order to use persona abilities, she was given a heart.
This a machine? Would you call it shock, inspection, conveys her talk as perfectly, as if she's spoken
I
aloud.
couldn't let her run free. Just look at the trouble she's caused. We came to retrieve her and minimize any damages.
I hold back no details in telling her of the cruel experiments she must have underwent during her development. Fujikawa took it all in and quietly sighed.
So when she said she didn't want to remember, that's what that was about. Hey, why didn't you listen to what she was trying to say? She said that she didn't want to remember, but you kept pushing your demands on her and making her feel bad.
That's...
I paused, considering her accusation. She may be right. Indeed, I was so desperate to put an end to this case that I didn't listen to what Labrys has to
You
say.
gave her a heart because you needed her to have one, and then kept treating her like that. No wonder she's in pain.
Tears stream from that girl's eye. As angry as she is, she's crying for Labrys. Even after seeing her true mechanical form and learning that she is a weapon, Fujikawa has nothing but compassion for
Why are you
Labrys.
siding with Labrys so much?
I heard her voice a few times. It sounded like it was from her past. She said she was forced to fight when she didn't want to, that she was hurt and afraid.
See, Fujikawa also heard the voice just as I did when she used her persona. Fujikawa slowly tell me about what happened last year, the reason why she came to Inaba. How due to her career as an idol, she was cut off from those who know her for who she was, leaving her isolated. How, when she has lost faith in everything, she met people who would believe in her, saving her life.
Someone to believe in, huh?
Hearing that broke up again is a sore point for me.
She's Miss President Shadow.
I felt Fujikawa the details I had previously said I couldn't reveal.
Fujikawa.
The repressed desires you don't want to admit? Here they take on a life of their own.
So that's why. Then what's her ultimate goal? Why did she take Labrys?
Shadows. They try to become real. It confronts the original with weaknesses to make them deny that the shadow's part of them. Also, it can take their place.
I see. Then there's no time to lose.
Do you think you can save her? A shadow doesn't disappear until the original person accepts it.
That's why I must believe in her and support her. Even if it's left unsaid, I still understand Fujikawa's desire.
Fujikawa,
I
let me
said-
amend my earlier statement. I didn't come here just to minimize the damage. I came to save everyone. Will you trust me on that?
She looks into my eyes, and after wiping her face with a handkerchief, she nods slightly.
Make sure you listen to what Labrys wants to say this time, okay?
I fully intend to.
Fujikawa smiled in embarrassment. She's apologized to me for taking such a spiteful tone. I can't tell she's being honest and sincere. Kujikawa promised to cooperate as much as possible for Labrys' sake. I decide to have her contact her friends and pass on a simple explanation of the situation. She agrees and adds that she'll try and contact Akihiko and Aigis as well. They seem to have already grasped how our safeguard against detection by persona works.
Speaking with you made me understand something important. Thank you for that. It must be that smile of yours that catches your audience's heartstrings.
Promise me then. Make sure you come back with her.
Inspired on by her words, I begin running to where I detect Labrys ought to be, though I don't yet have a plan to save her. If I find her again and listen this time, will that truly be enough to save Labrys? The invisible walls are still here, leading me to the music room. According to the guide map, it should be further away, but just as with the announcement room, the layout of this version of the school is off.
Who are you?
Someone else is already inside. He frowns upon seeing me. I recognize his face from the video. If the walls are still here, does that mean the Grand Prix rules are still being enforced? As a test, I hold the hands out to space where I just entered the room.
It seems we're locked in. The rule against proceeding without fighting is still in effect.
Are you Kirijo-san by any chance? Rise got in touch with me.
I am indeed Mitsuru Kirijo. As I recall, you were the sister No, your name was... Narukami. There doesn't seem to be anything scrambling our senses. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't sense any noise, but it can't hurt to ask. I'm not showing that he understands the question.
Rise told me you were out to save Miss President. Labrys, her name was?
That's right. But I must act swiftly. There's no noise here because our enemy thinks we'll be hesitant to fight in our right minds. Would you mind conceding? I don't want to drag you into this any further.
I understand, but I can't do it like that.
Narukami gives a wry smile before the expression flaring against.
If the rules are still in effect, my friends are still trapped. They still need someone to rescue them. I fought battles I didn't want and taken on a lot of responsibilities, which includes saving Labrys, of course. It's not that I don't believe you, but I don't think it's right to simply hand the burden over to someone I just met.
I see.
Sorry, this must be frustrating to you.
No, don't misunderstand me. I have no objections. I admire your willingness. With the final battle awaiting ahead, perhaps it's best that the stronger of us two should be the one to proceed.
The atmosphere in the area changed. Narukami senses it as well and readies his weapon. It is strange, but he reminds me of someone. Although his fighting stage, physique, and feature are completely different, it still reminds me of the one who saved us. The one who saved the entire world.
I like the look in your eyes. I will test your resolve with my sword.
The one that they're killed. I hate that, you know. The only thing I have of Persona 3 is the answer.
Finally! Fight!
For you. One escape. Better luck next time. One escape. Better luck next time. For you.
Flawless victory! The hero of Persona 4 is a win.
I've won. I will move on.
I hold out my hands to Narukami, who had collapsed on the floor, and held him up. Reportedly, I won this match. Although in fighting these people, I have come to see them in a new light.
First, I have something to ask you.
This world, to encounter another leads to an immediate win or lose situation. That's why I had intended to limit my interaction with others. All I felt regarding the students was regret for dragging them into this mess. But in order to be sure I can save Labrys, I feel that I'll need their help. Since they have more experience with this world, they're most likely closer to settling this.
You said that you want to save Labrys too, but you barely know her. She isn't human and has been through things that aren't easy to understand. What were you going to do for her when you found her?
Narukami quietly closed his eyes before answering.
Nothing in particular. But I could have stood at her side at the very least.
At her side.
A number of things dawned on me with Narukami's word. Though I had resolved to fight by myself, I wasn't truly alone. I had families and friends who support me. Labrys was alone. She fought against the same units who share her fate, and after escaping into this world, she had no one. I see. I understand now. He politely underlined something important I had overlooked. He's not the first to show me a new perspective like this. His warm sensation that spreads within me. I understand now. That's why Narukami remind me of him.
You really do remind me of an old friend.
I do?
Yes. Though he's more than just a friend. I owe my life to him.
I tend to contact Kujikawa again. When she responds, I give her another request. She eagerly agree, and Narukami, who's listening in, nod in satisfaction.
Well then, I'll be going now. To save Labrys.
There is no hesitation now. I have seen what must be done. I must go forward to keep my promise with them. Labrys will be safe. I'm certain of that now.